a great season last year, Carrie Pierre. Had 11 wickets, an economy rate of 5.65. I'd like to welcome also into the commentary box former Australia international Tom Moody.
With the arm. Pitch looks good. You did the report for us, Tom.
Yeah, it looks superb. It's very hard and dry. I think there's plenty of runs, but as I touched on earlier on, I think the important thing is just getting through the newness of the ball, where it may just have a little bit of inconsistent bounce.
Oh!
Only the 6th time Jonathan Carter's opened an innings in 80 matches, so it will be a new
chance. And boy, they played well to lay a good foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. Really capitalising on anything wide, anything short. They played with skill and a bit of power too. There's this kind of shot off the back foot, which I thought was particularly classy along the ground. Really capitalising on anything wide, anything real short. Thrashing down the ground with some big shots. Carter got going. He got into the act. But it was really Johnson Charles, which I thought was particularly classy. Got to his 51st, and then some wide, anything real short. Thrashing down the shots off his legs. I think was a particular highlight. Showed a lot of timing and class, and it was really Johnson Charles. He got his first 50 in CPL cricket. But they were out pretty quickly after that. Monroe taking two important catches. Here's the second one, straight down Kieran Pollard's throat. He doesn't drop many at all. And there was Alex Hale's poor shot selection, once again going too square. Colin Monroe takes his second catch. But this was the real shot and the real innings that really took the Tridents to a very competitive score. JP Duminy just unleashed himself. We've seen him play quite consistently in the tournament so far, but we've not seen this kind of hitting, and my word, did he go to town on the TKR bowlers, particularly Jimmy Neesham. He's had a best tournament with the ball. Little man, power, a lot of skill, and he's done exactly what his captain would have wanted.
An excellent game awareness by the young man. JP Duminy eventually dismissed. Young in the context of his presence in this Tridents team. Jason Holder tried to get a boundary in his innings very early, departed. Kieran Pollard getting the wicket. And the ideal finish for the Tridents, a hero maximum from Raymond Reefer. What that means? It means that the Knight Riders will now require 193 runs of 20 overs to win this one. We will now take a 10-cricket break and come back with the second half of the action for you.
The biggest party is CPL, CPL, CPL. It's cricket we come to play, 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 play. Style and format display, play, 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 play. Who's the next champion? All of this excitement, the whole world waiting to see. Who come here to play, 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 play. Style and format display, play, 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 play. CPL, 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 CPL. It's cricket we come to play.
Brendan McCallum, you guys did fairly well at containment early on, but after the water break, they got away from you.
Yeah, we got away from us, but at the same time, pretty special innings from JP. Thought Johnson Charles played really well too. He picked his targets. In between that, I thought we contained them really well. Look, I think it's a pretty good wicket, probably a little better than we're used to here. But at the same time, there's some areas we can tidy up, but we know we've got a strong batting lineup, so hopefully we have a good, strong power play.
Yeah, good. All right, let's talk about that Jimmy Neesham over. That's where it all went wrong. He would have come in under a little pressure. We saw him be quite expensive in a few other games. What was the thinking, putting him later down?
Well, you got to try and play what's in front of you, and we've got plenty of bowling options. We obviously look to use Neesham towards the end. I didn't think it was a bad over, probably just went a little bit too much pace off. I think what does give me confidence, because normally pace off on this wicket holds, but seemed to slide on a little bit. And when you're under a bit of pressure, sometimes the options you take aren't always the right ones. But look, great innings from JP, and it's up to us now to try and chase it down.
Thanks, Baz. Good luck with the chase.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good to hear from Brendan McCullum. Alex Jordan out there with the questions. And it's almost time for liftoff. It all starts with a Nescafe. And here we go. It'll be Jason Holder with a new ball, bowling at Sunil Narayan, back at the top of the order for Trinbago Knight Riders.
Really expecting a big performance from the captain.
Of Sunil Narayan, trying to prevent him from being able to loosen up those arms and free them up through the ball. Excellent economy rate for Jason Holder. 9 wickets overall in this year's Hero CPL. 6.5 runs and over at the cost. Imagine that at the halfway point he's extremely happy with how things ended up in that innings. 192 is a stiff chase for any team.
Playing a miss from Sunil Narayan. Nick Butch, for me, this is an important contest for Jason Holder, not only as a bowler or batsman, but as a captain. I just want to see him ignited a bit more as a leader. He's coming off 7 losses here in front of his home crowd, and I know he prides himself not only as an all-rounder but as a captain.
Oh, he's timed that well. Would you believe it? That's going to go all the way. It looked as though he'd clothed that. Holder can barely believe it. And I reckon Sunil Narayan probably can't either.
I think Holder can't believe it. He expected a dive from his mid-on. Primus can only escort it. I don't think he's going to stop that. Such as T20 cricket. Unlucky. It was a good ball. It wasn't a bad delivery at all, but they get off to a good start, TKR. Narayan's up and running.
Yeah, hard length. Really good from Jason Holder. If Sunil Narayan's going to play one of his scintillating innings, he's going to have to play some brilliant shots to balls bouncing above the stumps at his hip. JP Duminy, what a knock that was. Fastest 50 in Hero CPL history. 20 balls for 65, changed this innings, turned it on its head. Fine work from the Trident's captain. Oh, he'll have to bowl it again.
I like this ploy, Sunil Narayan. Just a bit short on that occasion, but I like the fact that he's attacking him. He's hitting these hard lengths. He's been successful. 8 wickets. Been very successful in this power play in particular. And it's the short pitch attack, not giving him anything to hit on the front foot, that's been so good for him.
Oh, he's nailed it. It's a Hero maximum. Oh, what a shot. Ruined a great over from Jason Holder.
11th for no wicket.
11th in the first over. This is the Trident's innings. It was an excellent half-century from Johnston Charles, a maiden half-century from Carter at the top of the innings, albeit a little bit on the slow side. But it was J.P. Duminy that propelled the Tridents to 192 for 5 when it looked for all the world as though they were going to fall short of a par score on what looks to be an excellent batting track. Roshan Primus will take the new ball from the Joel Garner end.
I like the look of this Primus. He's got strong shoulders, and somebody else who some strong shoulders tonight was J.P. Duminy. Not only did he have strong shoulders, but he unleashed them. He opened them up, and it really was vicious stuff. Anything in his half, anything short. Poor old Jimmy Neesham. He hasn't been great with the ball, but he got some more tap tonight. And he'll be having nightmares about that because he was absolutely magnificent.
I guess the most important thing coming out of that innings when you heard from Duminy was the fact that he was very calculated in his approach. He assessed the field placing, he knew exactly what the bowlers were trying to do, and he countered it. So more brain power going into the approach with the bat by the Tridents. Something they haven't been able to achieve in previous matches.
Oh, he finds the gap again. That really is a magnificent shot. On top of the bounce, the bowler can only shrug. He hasn't done a great deal wrong, and it's cost him 4.
Yeah, it's impressive stuff, and a good start from Narine. Wasn't a bad ball at all. Maybe a little fractionally short, but not only does he hit it with power, he finds the gap through the offside, and it's looking ominous for the Tridents. They need to get this man and get him out quickly.
One thing that should hearten the TKR fans at the end of that innings was just how well the ball was coming onto the bat at the latter stages for J.P. Duminy, meaning that 192, although it's a stiff chase, is not one that is out of the reach of this batting lineup.
Chance not taken. Runs even given here. So not the best of starts for the Tridents on the field.
Buzzers! To be fair, I think absolutely justified in going for the direct hit, although it looked as though Narine may well have snuck in. He took his time, aimed, and it would have been out. It would have been out by a long chalk. Just nobody backing up.
Poor old J.P. Duminy. He's probably the culprit and the man who should have been backing up. You could probably excuse him for his batting efforts earlier, but Primus is one man who won't be happy.
Nice piece, a little bit of inward movement there from Roshan Primus. But the Tridents will be mindful of that encounter in 2016 when the Knight Riders chased 173 to win that contest. That was the highest run chase here at Kensington Oval in Barbados.
Would you believe it? Would you believe it? Superb bowling from Primus, and it's cost his team another 4 byes this time.
I think one thing you can handle are good shots from these opening batsmen. They're good players, but you cannot do that. Johnston Charles, his keeping wasn't very good in the last game. He came under some criticism. He has made some amends with the bat, but he cannot afford to do that, not against this batting lineup.
For more. Phil Simmons is away. And this start is a blistering one. 29 without loss.
Phil Simmons is a very good player through the offside. Thought about playing at the ball at the last minute, just opened the blade. Lucky for him, he got good contact, allowed him to clear the fielder at backward point.
Well, problems already for Jason Holder, problems for Johnston Charles behind the stumps. Beekeeper, greenkeeper, shopkeeper, wicketkeeper.
Nico Boucher will be watching that thinking, should I be there? Because he's played very well in the tournament, and he got some criticism, Johnston Charles, in the last game as keeping wasn't up to standard. He dropped a few catches, let through some byes, and so important he does his job tonight.
We can see what Jason Holder's trying to do. Twice he got a tiny bit wide on Sunil Narayan in the previous over, and twice Narayan put him away, but when he was able to tuck him up at that hip, he kept him quiet. Holder will think, well, maybe it's worth giving away the odd wide if I can keep that line tight to his right hip.
I still think a couple of deliveries he's got to try and go length that hits the top of off stump, try to nick him off. So Narayan is just setting himself for a short of a length delivery.
Gone! There it is, Darren Ganga. There's your length ball. There's the top of middle stump. And Jason Holder is pumped.
A little bit of fire from Holder. It's what his team needs. He needs a leader. They need a leader tonight, and he's done it. He's been so good in these power plays, and he's taken another wicket. The dangerous Sunil Narayan, full, it's straight, and he misses.
Has the ability to get a lot of wickets via ball, via LBW, because he just sneaks up on you. Jason Holder, his top delivery is short of a length, but he's got this delivery that has gotten the better of Sunil Narayan. Gone for 19, it's 30 for 1.
Monroe is the new batsman for the Trinbago Knight Riders, leading run scorer in the Euro CPL 2018. That successful campaign for the Knight Riders. Comes to the crease at number 3, with his team in good shape. Narayan, as he often does, doesn't use up too many deliveries. So can get you off to a flying start. And even if he's out quickly, it doesn't matter. He's not taking up any time that could be used up by more consistent batsmen. Darren Ganga called for it. Get it up there, hit the stumps. He misses, you hit. Get in.
Yeah, I like seeing a bit of fire from Holder. He's got a different style to some other captains. But when he gets up for it, you know he's up for it.
Oh, what a shot. That is high class.
Yeah, signs of a bit of Brendan McCullum coming through that shot, such as the confidence of Munro. 96 not out in his first innings and 28 in his second. So he's high on confidence. He's striking the ball as well as he has. And this is the shot of a man in confidence.
Quite courageous Jason Holder wouldn't mind this. Might be able to prize an opportunity. They've got to be on the alert for an opportunity, because that is what happens when you take risks very early in your innings. Information from the umpire, that one went for a hero maximum.
This really is a great start. My feeling was that this is a belting surface, and nothing that I've seen so far has changed my mind. I think Compton mentioned at 96 from Colin Munro against the Talawars, and here it is in all its glory. Effortless over long on. Beautiful placement down the ground. Boundary's not big enough, square of the wicket. He can do it right hand, he can do it left hand. The boy can play. Oh, Lord have mercy! That's way out of the park. The Night Raiders are going to try and do this with 3 overs to spare.
Literally the long handle from Lendl Simmons. He's such an unpredictable character. What makes it worse, he's in very good form. Lendl Simmons, bang, out the ground.
Yeah, well, he's a man that wants to prove a point. Didn't play in the right order last year. He said that he would prefer to open the batting, and Brendan McCullum's given them that opportunity, given them that faith, and boy has he delivered.
Well, problems again for Holder. In a rich vein of form, middle part of the tournament. Decides to keep the strike. 3 overs gone, what a start, 44 for 1. Representatives from all over the Caribbean in the run scoring charts in this year's Hero CPL. Glenn Phillips out there in front with 330 for the Talawars. Brandon King, well, he's second at the moment, but Lendl Simmons is breathing heavy down his neck.
It's my English compatriot, Harry Gurney, 32 years of old, very experienced. In the IPL, he's been very, very good back in England again in the local competition. Got a lot of variations, expect a lot of slower balls.
I like this from the Tridents. If they've been following Lendl Simmons, they will know that he has his issues with the left arm seamers. I don't think he has any issues at all. What a big bat.
Harry Gurney, also known as the pub landlord back in the UK. Owns the Cat and Wickets pub company with Stuart Broad. Lendl Simmons will be hoping he serves up a few frothy ones outside off stump.
A few pies, mate.
Slapped and gone. It's a really good catch. It is the left arm seam, the left arm angle that does for Lendl Simmons again. And that is a Republic Bank classic catch, if ever you've seen one.
And the Tridents, they haven't had this sort of control in their bowling lineup, and Well, since Harry Gurney's come to the team, he bowled so well in the last game, 2 for 20. And he again takes another very important wicket. Hayden Walsh takes a great catch. Lendl Simmons, the dangerous Lendl Simmons, goes for 11. It's 44 for 2.
Dinesh Ramdin, mainstay of the TKR middle order. He's 150 to his name in this year's Hero CPL. Let's see, St. Lucia Zooks. Just 3 matches ago, hasn't been to the crease since. And this is why he's there.
Yeah, the angle from the left-hander always gets to Lendl Simmons. It ends up being a little too wide from him. Sometimes he nicks it, and other times it just spears off the face of the bat like that. Tridents will be dancing.
Oh, that's superb. That really is a feature of Harry Gurney's bowling. Oh, that's harsh. Won't be getting any free drinks at Harry Gurney's place, Leighton Ruseri. Dinesh Ramdin perhaps kidding the umpire into giving him a wide.
They say every team's got one bowler that is dangerous on the line for TKR, and I think it's this man. It's this man, Harry Gurney, for the Tridents. He's really brought something to the team. Only in his second game, but already had a big impact. Well, very well in the first game. Got 2 wickets. Proving very, very effective.
It's a crucial period of the game for both teams. The Knight Riders, they usually turn to Dinesh Ramdin to consolidate the innings, turn to strike over, get a partnership going. That is what they will be thinking. On the other hand, Jason Holder must be smart. He's got to try and get his fielders close in that 30-yard circle to cut the easy singles, put pressure on Ramdin.
Well, the beauty for TKR is that they've got off to such a flyer that they can afford to just consolidate for a little while here. 4 overs gone, 46 for 2. Gives you an idea as to how the teams were going along at the same stage of the innings in the power play. And Trinbago Knight Riders are out in front in terms of scoring. Jofra, World Cup winner. I believe he's going to be joining us at the weekend for a bit of commentary. West Indian fans can grill him about what he's doing playing for the Poms.
Nicole will be able to learn a thing or two about fast bowling.
Can't wait. Just so happy I didn't face him this year, or last year for that matter. 90 plus miles an hour. Living legend nowadays.
Just looking at this game as well, Colin Munro, he's done a very good job for the Knight Riders over the years, batting in the top for the Knight Riders. Usually he loves to play the ball square off the wicket, so your length is so crucial when bowling to him. Already in this year's CPL, he's shown consistency. That 96 was a blistering knock. Came late into this campaign for the TKR because of national duty.
Catching Jason Holder into his third over. He's probably quite right as well. He's not a great death bowler. He's much more likely to do damage for you in the power play while the ball is new. And you're thinking to himself, we can get Munro here. He really would be going a long way towards winning this contest. 3 wickets in the power play often helps you out greatly in defences. He's just managed to spoon that away from the man at short backward square. Short boundary. That will bring up yet another 4.
Yeah, it was a controlled shot. Wasn't hit with any real force, but he got it in the gap, got it over short fine leg, which is the nature of this outfield. It ran away for 4. Could be a bit unhappy with that. It wasn't a terrible delivery. It's well played by Ramden.
50 up for TKR in the 5th.
One thing I want to bring up is just looking down at some of the options the Tridents have at their disposal. One of the players they are missing is Lamechane, their leg spinner. He's been so good for them, and they're going to have to bring spin on at some point. Might just be an area that TKR might target. Hayden Walsh Jr. back into the team. Ashley Nurse is another one who can bowl some spin, so they'll be a very important part of the game, and when they come on, even more important.
Extra bounce from Holder. Monroe manages to fend it off for 1. 5 overs gone. It's 54 for 2.
A look at some of the highest CPL run chases. The Patriots 242 for 6 just the other night. Really was a cracking game. And yeah, well, we could have one of these on our hands. They're on their way, TKR. There's a change of bowling now. But can they get up and win this game? Chasing 192 for 5. That would get them back on that sheet. JP Duminy, that man of the moment, the hero, been had a blinder of a day with the bat, but been even better and very good with the ball.
2 outfielders, deep mid-off to Munro and a deep mid-wicket. The mid-wicket is quite square, and there's 2 men behind square in on the ring on the leg side. First ball just wide of extra cover, and that'll race away for a boundary.
Seriously good shot this. Left-hander to off-spinner. Monroe doesn't know. Has no idea whether or not the ball is going to grip. Duminy hasn't exactly tossed it up. Or maybe he has given it a little bit more air than I first imagined. But even so, it's a fine piece of placement.
And the first ball had wings on it, didn't it? It was nicely floated up just wide of off stump, allowing Munro to open up the face of the bat to hit the cover field. The reverse sweep, and it runs away for another boundary. It is a shot. Well, I'll tell you what, I might have to eat my words here. May have made a wonderful stop there. Off the bat, it looked like it was 4 for sure.
Hayden Walsh Jr., who was put his orthodontist on notice, diving into the boundary boards. Oh, that's brilliant. He's going to eat a little bit of boundary board, but all in the name of saving a couple of runs for his team.
Well, here's our hero fan of the match. We've had some very, very good contenders. Adrian has done a wonderful job there.
Yeah, we're seeing it's a great bit of face paint there, and she might get tired of that at some point. This bloke's missed out every single night. He must be very sour because he's made a great effort. This is, talk about a big shot. This is even bigger. We saw some from JP Duminy, and now he's getting it returned to him by the big, massive Colin Munro.
A little bit of a gamble bringing on. You'd have to categorise Duminy as a part-time off-spinner. It's not his main suit. He's a specialist batsman that can offer you a couple of overs. Bowling such a critical over, the last over before power play, so the field restrictions are still in place. It's a big ask on a surface that's not turning, and it hasn't really shown that it's turned much throughout the game. So under pressure, 12 off his first 5 balls. Can he get out of this over?
We'll try and keep the ball dry as well. There will be some dew out there as the sun goes down. It's been a warm day here in Bridgetown.
He'll be happy with that. Just 1 coming off that last ball. 13 off it. The end of the Carib power play at 67 for 2. The end of the Carib power play, the umpire signalling that with the arm signal. We're going to have a change of bowling. There's going to be some left arm medium pace. Raymond Reefer was a mixed bag. He's got a good variety. He's got a few good slower balls.
He got 2 wickets against Jamaica Tallawahs. Him and Gurney bowled very well with their left arm. Changed up the pace very well. Back of the hand, off cutters. Really did do a great job for their team. But I think the big question is the trident spin department. When are they going to bowl them? How are they going to bowl them? It's definitely their weakest suit tonight. So it's going to be a real area that Jason Holder is going to have to try and contain.
Right-handed Ramden on strike. He's got 7 off the 7 deliveries so far. Well, we're in a beautiful part of the world. Barbados can offer so much for so many people. The beaches are stunning. The water is crystal clear. Even the swimming pools are good. Get a bit of beach activity, whether it's beach volleyball or just sunbathing. But it's a great place to enjoy a sunset drink and chill out. Such a beautiful part of the world.
I have to say, Moods, when I left the UK, it had rained solidly for 2.5 days, and the temperature was just nudging 12 degrees as the county championship came to a close. So it was with heavy heart I jumped on the plane to come out here and work on the last 3 weeks of the CPL.
I can hardly blame you. They've had a couple of wickets that have fallen in the power play. Very first was Sunil Narayan, clean bowled by Jason Holder. Eldorado celebration there, and a sharp catch behind point of Harry Gurney. His second ball in his first over. And Narayan back playing and back at the top of the order. This is in the air, he hasn't quite got hold of this. Oh, I tell you what! That's as good as you'll ever see. JP Duminy, take a bow.
The Republic Bank classic catch. JP Duminy is having a night to remember here at the Kensington Oval. What a catch. He's had to run a full 50 metres to his right, get out the full length dive, stay within the boundary edge and cling onto the ball, and to top the lot off, it's Colin Munro that's on his way back.
He had a brief look at his captain running across, wondering if he'd take the pressure off him and take the catch, and realised at the last minute there was no way he was getting to it. Look at that. What a wicket. Colin Munro, the very dangerous Colin Munro. He goes for 23. It's 69 for 3.
JP Duminy's got every right to feel pleased with himself. And Raymond Reefer needs to buy him drinks all night. Holder pulls out of the catch as JP comes whistling by. He came all the way from deep mid-on. He would have travelled about 35 metres to take this. Good awareness of where Holder was, good awareness to where the boundary line was. Pure class.
They're great pictures, aren't they? The elation of a wicket.
A fumble there. Can't afford to be giving those extra runs away. Successful over. A wicket and 3 runs. It's 70 for 3. Well, the Dream 11 table is no surprise to see JP Duminy at the top of that list with runs and brilliant catches. Need to get all involved in this Dream 11. I hope you had JP Duminy in your team, because he's not only done it with a bat, but in the field he's pulled off an absolute blinder.
I'll tell you what was so good about that is when it went up, we were looking at Jason Holder, who was running back. I didn't even see JP Duminy in the picture, and suddenly this guy just came sprinting across. It's really quite brilliant, but it's Harry Gurney's back on. It's a good change of bowling, this.
Gurney into his second over. Slower ball to finish, to start it off. Let's go down to sideline to Alex Jordan.
Hi guys, I'm with 2 ardent Tridents fans. They've just rocked up, bought their shirts. They came to Barbados 10 years ago with their school cricket team, been coming back every year. And of course here they are at the CPL, impressed. How do you like it?
Oh, I love Barbados, love the people, love the food, the cricket.
the noise here tonight is brilliant.
It's a group of 11 of them down here, actually, and you came to see Alex Hales. Slightly disappointed?
Slightly disappointed with Alex Hales, but, Harry Gurney's bowling well, so, I'm back in the Tridents tonight.
All right, let's go Tridents.
Let's go Tridents.
Actually, he looks like Alex Hale's younger brother. Thanks for that, Alex. That's not Alex Hales, that's Alex Jordan. Hales will be looking to make some sort of contribution tonight, maybe a catch or a run out from him in the outfield. Gurney's such a clever bowler, isn't he? Been so successful around T20 cricket for a number of years. What is his secret?
One thing I will say is he's got quite a large repertoire of slow deliveries, up the back, up the side, 2 different types of off-cutters. So that kind of variation makes it very difficult. He's quite wiry as well.
Is that a catch? Is that a catch?
No, it's not.
It's a catch off the bounce. May have come off the thigh guard as well, because Gurney showed little interest. It's going to be very interesting to see how Jason Holder manages his attack. He's short a world-class spinner. He's had Sandeep Lamashani in his bowling ranks. He's gone off for national duty, so he's going to have to shuffle his bowlers very, very cleverly. Hayden Walsh Jr. is his replacement, a quick leg spinner.
Given the depth that TKR have in their batting lineup, you'd imagine that this game is going to go right the way down to the wire. So I guess the calculation for Jason Holder is how much does he need from Harry Gurney at the end? He'll probably go with 2. Who is his other death bowler going to be? When does he burn a couple of overs from those spin bowlers who are going to find the ball difficult to grip as the night goes along? And you've got beasts like Kieran Pollard and Jimmy Neesham coming in down the end as well. So this game won't be over till it's over.
Be tight, but they'll get in there to complete the over. It's a good over from Gurney. 4 from it. It's 74 for 3. So it's simple, 119 required, 72 balls to do it in. That's if there's no wides or no balls. A bit of a frown on Coach McCullum. We haven't seen that so far. He's had a pretty good ride so far. He's got a strong side. He's got an excellent experienced leader in Pollard. On the other hand, we've got a change of bowling out in the middle. We've got Walsh Jr. Hayden Walsh Jr. into the attack. He bowls some quick leg spinners. He's got a good wrong 'un. 4 wickets so far in the Heroes CPL. Aaron Bravo will be facing the first one. 3 outfielders on the leg side. Deep backward square, deep mid wicket, and a deep mid on. Oh, he's gone for him early. He wants a piece of him early.
Well, a couple of things the Knight Riders have done well. They've maintained a left-right combination, and this is why Darren Bravo will take on the leg spinner, because it's turning into him. He'll feel very comfortable playing the big shots.
in the air, but just short. Holder out there at deep mid-on.
Yeah, I reckon this is a good time to bring on the leg spinner. It's a calculated gamble from Holder. He knows he's got two batsmen out there. Ramdin's unlikely to hurt you, and Bravo's just walked to the crease. So if you're going to get through a couple of overs of your leg spinner, you're not too sure about him, now is the time to do it.
100% agreed. Also, the required rate's at 10, so there's a bit of a cushion for you. And quite often we see the wrist spinners are the wicket takers in the middle overs. So he's gambling on the fact that he might go for a couple of boundaries, but he also might sneak a wicket. There it is! There's the sneaky wicket. Hayden Walsh Jr., take a bow.
Ramdin was the man. It was an indeterminate attempt at a sweep shot. Ramdin looking for the short boundary. Fired through quickly. Not a wrong un. An over spinner, one out of the side of the hand, goes straight on, and Ramdin didn't get anywhere near it. Big wicket for the Tridents. 11 from 14 for Ramdin, 75 for 4.
So 4 wickets down, and in comes Kieran Pollard, 32 years old and a huge amount of experience in this format of the game. Phenomenal strike rate, whether it's in the Heroes CPL or any global tournament. He's a match winner, and he needs to do it this evening for his side. He's out there. Ramdin looking to play across the line to sweep slog in front of square. And Hayden Walsh Jr., wow, hero of the night. He's making sure of that El Dorado celebration, isn't he? Oh, there's an appeal, but it's hit him well outside the line.
Great move. Short leg in, slip in, really going after the Knight Riders captain. Was a goog, top spinner. They know they've got to knock him out. Knock him out now, win the game. Really good this from Jason Holder and the Tridents.
Flick through the leg side to get off the mark. A little bit of turn there, so the question is, can Pollard and co read the wrong un?
Still believed there by the Knight Riders and their fans, many of whom would have travelled from Trinidad for this contest. Jason Holder looking more attacking with his field placing, and quite rightly so. Nicely poised in this contest.
How is it?
An appeal. Just may have pitched outside of leg. It's a very, very good over from Walsh Jr. 76 for 4. Comfortably pitching outside the leg stump. Keeper's a bit of a giveaway, going well down the leg side.
Real good over, you're right, Moods. Came on under pressure, but delivered for his captain in no uncertain terms. Top 4 all knocked out.
So Bravo and Pollard both yet to get settled at the crease. An opportunity for the Tridents to get a couple of pressure overs in and try to squeeze another wicket to get Jimmy Neesham in. Sikoge Prasanna also more than capable batsman down the order, so they've got the depth. TKR, can they keep this run rate required under control? It's creeping up just short of 11s. Raman Rifa coming back into the attack. He's changing ends. That'll be wide to start him off.
A couple of things here for the Knight Riders. Kieron Pollard, he's been in this situation on a number of times in his T20 career. He will want to absorb this pressure, get himself in. He knows that if they have to chase anything between 10 to 13 runs in the last 5, he'll back himself and his team.
Just the angle going across the right-handed Pollard is undoing there. Hit firmly, but cover. He had to do the tidying up. Alex Hales out there, out of deep cover. Well, I hope you've got involved and got your Dream 11 on board this evening. We've had some brilliant performances. You only have to get online, log on, dream11.com, or just download the app is probably the easier option. JP Duminy, on top of your list, I'm sure. Brilliant innings from him this evening. Fastest ever 50 in CPL history. Oh, confusion. Half a chance if he hits. Oh, dearie me. Difficult throw for Johnson Charles to do the tidying up. There was confusion everywhere.
First, it was excellent feeling in Walsh Jr. The throw was just off target. Too much for Johnson Charles to retrieve and effect the run out. Yeah, could have just waited a couple seconds more. Would have been gone.
I think he was confused to either throw the stumps down or throw it to the keeper. If he threw it into the pathway of Johnson Charles as he's running towards the stumps, it would have been all over for Pollard. So difficult when you're under pressure like that. It all happened so quickly. Walsh Jr. did a brilliant job to get around to stop the ball and create the run-out opportunity. Just that final execution of the throw at the end was costly. Nicely tucked up a short ball there, and he's going to expect a few of those.
Do we get is there a concussion protocol in the Hero CPL? No. In the recent Ashes series, I don't think I've ever seen more batsmen get hit in the head. Jofra Archer was responsible for a lot of that, but every time there is contact such as that, the physio has to come out onto the field.
Well, Jofra's in the stands. Well, the players and the umpires are going to take an Angostura LLB drinks break.
Alex, where I've been all my life, this is where it's at, baby. The Tridents are looking to break their unbeaten, they're beaten lost. They've lost 8 games on the trot, and they're looking good. There's a lot of anticipation down here.
Oh, it is a vibe at Kensington.
The energy down here, I think they're going to win tonight.
Welcome, everyone. Where have you been all your life? This is the Republic Bank Fan Stand, the only place to be at the CPL. Very exciting match, and of course, you guys have been in touch from across the world. The question to social media world today was, what's the best food in the Caribbean?
Plantains. Love them.
Plantains is a good answer. Very good
bananas,
answer.
aren't they?
Well, Naveen Ratan says hands down the Trinidad KFC. Trinidadians love their KFC. Someone else says roti and curry chicken. It's finger-licking good.
Like
very
that.
good.
Like that.
Someone else said mum's cooking, which is, of course, a very traditional thing in the Caribbean.
Mum's cooking.
Trinidadian, lots of Trinidadians getting in touch. Doubles, hands down. The Trinis, definitely. Chicken curry. Curry, crab and dumpling. That's out of Tobago. That sounds delicious. Food is going on in the fan stand. Drinks, music, and lots of action. And there is just a feeling... There is just a little feeling around the ground, isn't there? A sense of anticipation that this could be the match.
There's energy.
That breaks the duck of this Barbados Tridents team. Woo! What about your dancing? Dirk Nanas did some good dancing,
I can't do my hips like Dirk, you know, but I've got the shoulders. Yeah.
More hips.
I've got the shoulders.
All right, that will do. That will do.
Come on, ladies. Come on, move with me. Move with me.
Woo! You had one job.
There you go.
You had one job. All right, lots of action in the Republic Bank fan stand now. We've got Shaggy the Bear, a traditional folk figure in Barbadian folklore.
It's in the air. Pollard's gone big. And Holder's taken it. The captain takes the captain. It's a huge wicket. A massive wicket. Look at the captain go. Hayden Walsh Jr. He's got another massive wicket, and Holder's straight over to Pollard. He's straight over to Pollard. What a wicket it is, Alex. That is a huge loss.
Oh, you see the captain. The captain wants the crowd to get in it. He is asking Kensington Oval
and the crowd
to be the 12th man. Oh, they are. Never in all of my time watching the Tridents of the CPL have I heard a louder crowd than tonight. Well, JP Duminy got them in the mood, and this wicket, the wicket of Kieran Pollard, the Chinbago captain, caught by the Barbados Tridents captain. Now that will get the crowd involved.
There was a lot of pressure on Hayden Walsh Jr. when he came in. But he's done his job, absolutely done his job here. Kieran Pollard, the captain, goes for 3. It's 82 for 5.
Jimmy Neesham's come to the crease. Knight Riders at 82 for 5. We are at the Republic Bank fan stand. Lots of music. The Took Band is here. Let's have a look at the wicket.
Walsh Jr. He had big shoes
he struck it down the ground.
Lamachane, he took his place and he came in, and there he goes, the captain. What a wicket that is. It's a brilliant catch. And he's on the run. He's on the charge. Off he goes. Jason Holder is returning the favour. It was Kieran Pollard who got him out earlier and made a real point of standing in front of him. So I love this. I absolutely love this.
Well,
Come on, Barbados.
There's lots of history there, of course. Kieran Pollard having been the captain. Oh, wicket!
Another wicket. Another huge wicket. Hayden Walsh Jr. is the man again. He's on fire. It's another brilliant bit of cricket. He's really made the difference. There was pressure on their spinner. And look at him go. Look at the crowd go. Barbados are on their feet. The whole crowd's on their feet.
Jubilation in the nation. Could this be the night?
Huge wicket here. Jimmy Neesham, he had a shocker with the ball, and he's gone early with the bat.
First ball.
First ball, Jimmy Neesham. We talked about how long their batting lineup is, but it's not looking very long now. Jimmy Neesham goes first ball. What a big wicket. It's 82 for 6.
Overseas player Sekuga Prasanna strides out to the middle in the face of a hat-trick ball. First it was Kieran Pollard, Winnebago Knight Riders captain, dismissed, caught by the Trident's captain. Then Hayden Walsh Jr. with an absolute perler to get rid of Jimmy Neesham, and now the young man is on a hat-trick. Slight anti-climax, but what an over, what an intervention from this young leg spinner. 3 for 3. Is it going to be a fourth? Oh, he's got him! He's got him! What an over! The youngster is having an absolute blinder out there, and the Kensington Oval is bouncing.
Well, finally, Alex Hales coming to the party, contributing, not with the bat, but on the outfield. Have a look at this catch, running all the way to his right, plucked it out of the air, and good balance. Yeah, what a spell of bowling from this man. Where has he been in this Trident team? Where has he been? 3 wickets in the over, bravo. Still there, Prasanna goes without scoring, is 82 for 7.
Left-handed Corey Pierre comes to the crease with his team in absolute disarray. And the Knight Riders are in that state because of a 27-year-old leg spinner from St. Croix in the US Virgin Islands, who has the incredible figures of 4 for 4 from 2 overs. 83 for 7.
Over. It is absolute bedlam at Kensington Oval. I want to remind you guys that the Republic Bank has a promotion all throughout the CPL. It's called 6 for 6. For every $60 US is donated towards hurricane relief to help our brothers and sisters in the Bahamas still suffering the effects of Hurricane Dorian. So $31,200 so far raised, and there will be more tonight, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, well, great. Wow, we've got Jason Holder's just flung one a long way, but it's been absolutely amazing down here, Alex.
Yes.
I'm feeling a Barbados win here. The crowd are feeling it.
Yes.
Let's go back upstairs.
All right, guys.
Bit of time to catch our breath up here. Extraordinary last 2 or 3 overs. Now, people say that leg spin and they can take wickets bowling anything. Any old rubbish will do for a leg spinner in T20. But this has been anything but any old rubbish. Superb bowling, brilliant fielding, passionate crowd here. Hales walking the tightrope out there at deep backward square. And in the midst of all of that, some passion as well from a couple of big men of the West Indies, Jason Holder and Kieran Pollard.
Which I absolutely love this. And I reckon Jason Holder is at his best when he can express himself as a leader. We all know he's a quality all-rounder with both bat and ball, but at times he's been monotone as a captain. We saw in this contest, Kieran Pollard would have just agitated Jason Holder when Holder was dismissed. This was in the first innings, and then in response to what Pollard did, that's the way Jason Holder respond. Keep your pride and lead your team by example.
You know, you're in the game for, I don't know, 30 years or something, and you always think, wow, you must have seen everything by now. I've never seen a guy take a capture, deep long off, and sprint all the way down to third man at the other end to usher another player off the field.
Well, it's great that he sees the funny side of it. Very competitive on the field, but off the field, it's a different story. I think that's a really important message, is that yes, play the game hard on the field, play it fair, but play it hard. We all want to win. We all want to have those little match-ups and rivalries, but at the end of the day, it's important you share the game we all love.
Gone 87 for 7. This game has been turned on its head twice. First by JP Diminick, and then secondly by Hayden Walsh Jr. Leg spinner has been entrusted with bowling at some of the biggest hitters in the game, and he sent them all back. Last man standing really for TKR is Darren Bravo. Fine. Inspired out there at the moment. Barbados Tridents. Alex Hales nimble out there on the boundary.
Aidan Walsh Jr. into his third match in Hero CPL 2019. I'm sure it will bring about a debate as to why he's not been part of this Barbados Trident's team in all matches played. And that were his last 2 wickets. 4 wickets for 8 runs so far.
And just to back up that point is that we've seen that he's dynamic in the field. He's a very good fielder. He owns that backward point positions, which is normally occupied by your best fielder. And he's also a handy striker of the ball down the order.
Fiercely struck. Darren Bravo. He's going to have to get these on his own.
Well, 1 over pitch on this occasion. Bravo will still be harbouring hopes of scoring this target score. He's such a clean strike off the ball. Been there for 16 deliveries now. A runner ball to him.
Count TKR completely out of this contest because we've seen Bravo do the remarkable before. He's a prolific 6-hitter. So works that behind square for 1 to finish the over. 9 coming from it. It's 96 for 7.
Well, the worm has turned. Knight Riders are out there in front in the first 10. Then Aidan Walsh Jr. got the ball in his hand, and that has changed dramatically. Jason Holder's been clever. Brings Harry Gurney back for his 3rd over. 1 over spells for the man from Nottinghamshire. LLB refreshing moment. Garvin Hopkin picked himself up a couple of $100. No wonder he looks happy. Well, there were times in the game where you just felt as though Knight Riders had things under control. Certainly the case in the field. In the case of the first half of the run chase, flying along above the rate. But the Tridents have just dug in and hauled themselves back into the game, given their home fans a reason to believe and get behind them. He's hit that ferociously hard and it's spilt out. JP Duminy down there.
Well, he did the hard work. JP Duminy brings up the 100 for TKR. Duminy moving around very quickly to his right. It was hit incredibly hard. Had it in his hands and then said, "Nah, I'll give you 4."
Second time we've seen that. Jason Holder lost control of one from the Malcolm Marshall end. Harry Gurney is having trouble gripping it. As these bowlers go through their variations, quite often they'll change their grip as the bowling arm comes round, and if there is a bit of dew out there, make it slippery like a bar of soap. And in fact, the umpires look as though they might be looking into changing the ball. It certainly was a change-up delivery from Gurney.
I would have loved to have seen that if that just went over his head and it landed about 2 or 3 feet in front of him. To see what Bravo would have done with it, because it would have bounced about 3 or 4 times or dribbled up to him.
But while we get the spare box of balls out onto the park, well worth having another look at this. Hayden Walsh Jr. knocked over. Dinesh rammed it. Then the big fish, the biggest of fish, plucked out of the sky by Jason Holder. Jimmy Neesham sent back first ball with an absolute brute of a delivery. And then Alex Hales showing that it's not all about hitting sixes for him. He clung on to that one out of deep backward square. He was on a hat-trick, took 3 and 4. Has the stunning figures of 4 for 13.
Wide again. Last match that Barbados Tridents played against the Patriots, they had an opportunity to win by close to 50 runs. Ended up winning that contest by just 18. We also will need to take into consideration the net run rate at the end of the league stage. They have a real opportunity here to secure a big win. Just need to maintain their discipline with the ball and the support on the field, the Barbados Tridents. And look at that. A couple of teams will be competing for that 3rd and 4th spot. Patriots number 8 in terms of points. Another wide. The extras so far 12 in this innings.
So Barbados in front of them, 2 more home games. Got the Patriots, then the Zooks, and then they travel to Trinidad. Very clever slower ball. Such good variety. His full-pace delivery's not quick at all, but his change-ups, and he's got a number of them, come at all different levels. TKR, their home run. They got 2 at home and 1 away in Guyana. And that'll be a big one. Aren't the Warriors playing well?
Where did it all go wrong? Look at Harry Gurney, that's the back of the hand delivery. Another wide from Gurney. I think I first saw that back of the hand slow ball. Would it have been Simon O'Donnell or Steve Waugh?
1987 World Cup India. It was launched there by both O'Donnell and Steve Waugh. It was O'Donnell was the pioneer. Steve Waugh very quickly learned how to do it on the back of Simon O'Donnell.
A couple of other Aussies that took that on. Ian Harvey became a genius at it. Harry Gurney does it. Jade Dernbach over here in the CPL is also a decent exponent. 106 for 7. Well, the Hero Motorcorp leaderboard doesn't lie. Guyana Amazon Warriors are absolutely streaking away with 7 wins from 7. The Knight Riders are running into trouble here. The Tridents are dragging themselves back into contention. Big shout, probably pitched outside.
Yeah, definitely outside leg. I also want to make note of the fact that the Tridents, their net run rate is positive. Very similar to the Knight Riders and the Amazon Warriors.
Oh Lord, that is out of the ground. Oh, put a stamp on it. Hero maximum. You should get 12 for it.
Well, he's known for hitting sixes. He's hit more sixes than fours in his Hero CPL career, and this is why, because when he latches on, forget it, balls please. It's gone well over 100 metres. Over the stand, into the car park, and I'm sorry for that person that had the privilege to go into the VIP car park. He's got a smashed windscreen.
Still, both sets of fans quite eager to wait and see the outcome of this contest. Spoke about Darren Bravo and his ability to hit sixes. As we saw that one disappear out the ground.
Brave. Excellent bowling from Walsh Jr. Threw that one up, little fuller, little quicker. Been very, very impressive indeed. And he's going to get another one. It's going to be 5. Oh, that's brilliant. What a night for Hayden Walsh Jr. Absolutely magnificent.
It's the first 5-wicket haul in Hero CPL 2019. Take a bow. Hayden Walsh Jr., the 7th overall in CPL's history. What a night to achieve it. When his team desperately needed all players to come to the party, well, he has risen. Maybe just as high as JP Duminy. Bravo goes 28 of 24. It's 113 for 8 now.
Anderson Phillip is the new batsman for the Trinbago Knight Riders. A rather sorry looking scorecard, 113 for 8, chasing 192. And that's gone straight off the pitch. He is bowling some absolute humdingers. Googly went wide and then went wider still to Bravo. Bravo still looking over mid-wicket. Completely done by the leg spinner. Thoroughly deserves his 5 wickets. It has been a magnificent spell, Tom Moody. 113 for 8.
third best bowling figures in Heroes CPL. Hayden Walsh Jr. just behind Shakib Al Hassan, 6 for 6. Sohail Tanvir played for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. He picked up 5 wickets for 3 runs.
Darren, I've just been outside at the Republic Bank fan stand, and my word, is it kicking off. The fans are going absolutely mental down there. It's been brilliant, just brilliant, and they can sense this victory. So close now. Watch out for St. Lawrence Gap. It's going to be buzzing.
Half chance. Difficult for JP Duminy. I feel at this stage Tridents are in full control.
The way he's been going, you almost expected him to take that. The night he's had, what a night he's had. It's been spectacular. He'll be a bit happier, the coach. Big Simo. Can be grumpy at times, like all of us, but this victory, well, this proposed victory, should give him a lot of confidence going into the remaining games of this tournament.
Another extra 15 now. So still some areas of the game the Tridents will look back and think they could have done better. Very good to see what the impact of one exceptional performance can do to a team. JP Duminy and his efforts with the bat really igniting this Barbados Tridents team. Maybe just jump-starting their campaign. Taken. Well, he had an opportunity earlier in the over. Couldn't quite get it, but now swallows it easily.
Well, it's not the best ball that JP Duminy has bowled, but he'll take it, and so will the Tridents. Just dragged down, slowed, stuck in the track, just turned away from Kerry Pierre, and he just managed to get the toe end on it. Back to Duminy. Pierre goes for 5. It's 116 for 9.
Ali Khan, the last batsman for the Knight Riders. What an occasion it has been for the Tridents. Playing their 3rd match at home, staring the barrel down. Needed a win to keep their hopes alive. At this stage, 76 from 25. It's a foregone conclusion.
Yes, this man Duminy has ignited them. The energy in the field. Wide, but really he's been faultless all night. His fielding, even his bowling, taking a couple of wickets. Taking 1 wicket, sorry. But it was his batting.
Big swing. Johnson Charles couldn't quite hold on to this one. By signal. 4 to end the over. It's 122 for 9.
Well, the action continues in St. Lucia. The Zouks, the home side, will be up against the Jamaica Tallowas. Tallowas coming off a win against the Tridents right here at Kensington Oval. Zouks as well. They had a nice win at home, so both teams will be at it. Reefer had the chance to close the innings off. It was a firm one.
They're never easy in the follow through when they hit back. It's quite hard to judge how quickly the ball is coming back. Ali Khan slapping this quite firmly back. He had two hands to it.
Well, we've had some royal entertainment here at Kensington Oval in Barbados. If you missed it, Karen Pollard got the big wicket of Jason Holder looking for a boundary. Look at this byplay. Celebrated and escorted Holder, and then Holder's response, classy. Took the catch to dismiss Pollard and went to return the favour.
There was a bit of showmanship here, definitely from Pollard to start, and then of course Jason Holder got his own back. It was great to watch, really good to watch, just getting in the eye of the departing batsman. It's never fun when you get escorted off the field. Happened a few times, hasn't it, Derek?
And Karen Pollard is known for that sort of showmanship. We've seen it throughout his career, even when he bowls. Tom Moody?
You know, I think at the end of the day, if you give it out, you've got to be prepared to take it. And I think both players this evening have accepted that, and it's been done, I think, quite in good spirit. And I'm sure after the day they'll have a laugh about it. But there's certainly that real competitive spirit in both these players, and it's nice to see it coming out this evening.
One a former West Indies white ball captain, now the present, another one the present captain.
Come on, mate, stop digging, will you? Hey, I know where you're going.
I love the contest,
yeah,
Tom.
oh, look, there's plenty of byplays, isn't there? There's a lot of stories with positions inside, selections, leadership roles, all those types of things, and that builds up to the whole theatre of what we've seen tonight.
What happened to one nation, one team, eh?
Dot delivery to end the over, just one run from it. 123 for 9. From 18. Really impossible task now for the Knight Riders. JP Duminy strikes it, gets it all the way for a hero maximum. Ali Khan.
But he got taken a few when he bowled Ali Khan, but he's giving some of his own back. It's a big blow. It really is a big blow. Stand and deliver. Look at that. That is the long handle.
Wild swing. Duminy carrying it wide of off stump.
also think the planning from this Tridents team in terms of how they bowl to sitting batsmen was excellent. Karen Pollard was taken wide, got dismissed. 2-2 Darren Bravo. So excellent planning and execution by the Barbados Tridents today with the ball.
I absolutely agree. I think Pollard, on the other hand, there was some flawed thinking. Looked at some of the field placings early on, didn't really make sense. And well, this one's been disposited. Has it? No. Jason Holder, I think it is. It is. It's the captain who finishes this game. Another great catch on the boundary, and JP Duminy, the man. There could only be one man who finishes it off for the Tridents.
Jason Holder's first win as captain at home. What an occasion, what a moment for him. They've had a poor run of form here at Kensington Oval, 8 losses in a row, and finally the Barbados Tridents, they conquer.
Much improved performance from the Tridents. They've given something back to this loyal fan base here in Barbados. TKR are a tough team, whether they play at home or away. So it's a big win for the Tridents, and it brings them right into contention at the pointy end of the Heroes CPL. Jason Holder will be thrilled. It's always difficult when you're leading a side and you're losing. A lot of questions asked around your role in the side, decisions you make as a leader. The one decision they did make is bring JP Duminy in at number 3, and well, didn't he make a difference?
Yeah, he was magnificent. Really blew this game open. They had a solid start, but it really wasn't until this man on your screen, he came to the wicket, and my word, did he play well. And there we go, just what we've been waiting for. No love lost between the two big men. Both great characters, fantastic players, both captains of their respective teams. But it is the end of a horrid time that the home team have had here in Barbados. They've ended that. They've got a victory. They've taken away the hoodoo.
Well, it's the first win at home for the Barbados Tridents since the 2nd of September 2017. That was also against the Night Riders, and that was the moment. Most appropriate. Jason Holder, the captain, finishing the job for the Tridents, and celebrations all around. They've waited for a long time for this.
This is a nice moment. This is what it's all about. Respect for each other. Yes, play the game hard, but recognise that tonight it was Jason Holder's night, not Karen Pollard's.
This was a batting effort from the Night Riders. They had an excellent start, 67 for 2 in the first 6 overs, but they just couldn't sustain the momentum. Highest score was that of Darren Bravo, 28 from 24, and they fell short by 63 runs.
Yeah, the Tridents, they were really impressive with the ball holder up front, taking a wicket again in the power play. Gurney as miserly as ever, only going for 5.5, 1 for 16 off his 3 overs, but there it is, Hayden Walsh Jr. who made the impact, 5 wickets. First 5 wickets of the Hero CPL 2019, and who'd want to decide the man of the match tonight? So many good performances. Duminy again, 65 off just 20 balls, the difference.
What entertainment we've seen. The Digicel highlights bundle. The run chase for the Night Riders. They got off to a blistering start. Sunil Narain, Lendl Simmons at the top. They were destructive.
They certainly were. They needed to get wickets, and this was the very first one. The wicket of Narain, he was looking threatening, but he lost his middle stump. Lionel Simmons has had a very good tournament, but it come to a halt here with a sharp catch by Walsh behind point. Munro is such a prolific run scorer in the Heroes CPL, but it wasn't his night tonight. Tell you what, it was JP Dumini's night. Have a look at this. Brilliant catch running around to his right, diving away. Hayden Walsh Jr. coming to the act, and